Well, hello there folks, and welcome to the channel and welcome to this video. And as you can see, I'm back out in the woods, and you can see I'm at our woodland bushcraft base camp. And today what I thought I would do is bring you along and we'll take a look at some twig stoves that I use when I'm wild camping, day camps, that sort of thing. And I've brought a selection of twig stoves out today that would suit every budget, from something that is a bit of a DIY project that we can make ourselves that would cost only a few pounds, to going up towards £100 mark. And what I'll do now, I'll get the stoves out, we'll lay them along and we'll take a closer look at them. As I mentioned, we'd lay the stoves out and we'd take a closer look, and what we'll do, we'll start at the lower end of the budget range of these little stoves. And this one here, as you can see, is a little DIY one, and this is just a utensil holder to put on the draining board, and simply a hole cut out with the likes of a Dremel or multi-tool type of thing. And I made like a trivet to sit at the top, because I found if we burnt a pot directly on there, you got a bit of a slow, sluggish burn. So with that, so you can raise the pot, have a little bit more of an airflow, that helps. And I mean, you can pick these little utility holders up from the likes of Home Bargains, most supermarkets, and I think this one was from Ikea. And I've simply made a little few legs with some threaded bolts and some nuts. Can we see that inside there? There's the nut. And like I say, that one there would definitely suit pretty much all budgets. That ranges in at just a few pounds and a little bit of our time. And moving along, we've got one of these little cheap stainless steel folding twig stoves that you can buy from the likes of eBay, Amazon and Temu. And again, this one I've modified myself just a little bit. I've bent the ash pan, that ash plate at the bottom, so it loops around at the bottom there, and I've made these little trivets for the top to sit a pot on, just to raise that pot and allow the air to flow a little bit better. And that comes with this little mesh plate there and a reasonably decent carry bag. And I think I paid in the region of about £17 on eBay for that, but you'd like to say you just have to check Amazon, eBay and Temu for the prices on that one. So moving along, we've got the Gasifier Stove, and that comes in between £15 and £20 now. I can't remember what I paid for it. I bought it some time back, and that comes with a bit of a mesh bag, an alcohol burner bowl, and then the stove itself. Let's take a little look. And it's a pretty reasonably decent piece of kit, and I think when you burn wood or whatever in this, you keep it below these holes, and when it burns it gasifies and you get a secondary burn coming from these holes, and then you put that on your pot on the top. So I believe that is quite an efficient twig stove to use. Moving along, you're going up the range a little bit, and this one I would dare say is one of my favourites. It's absolutely fantastic bit of kit, the Firebox Stove. I've had this for a number of years now and it's served me really well. I've used it many occasions on wild camps and day camps and that sort of thing, and I bought the complete set with these extras, but as you can see, they've not been used, but the stove itself has been well used. And this is just I mean, I've knocked that down a hill and it bounced down a pretty steep slope, and it was all fine. It's a pretty good bit of kit. You can burn for hours in that and you'll get no warpage or anything like that in the stove. That is really well made. And as we move along, if we take a look here, we've got the good old Kettle, and this is the Scout kit, and it came with the plates there, the cups, the pot, and the lid there can be used as a frying pan. You've got the hobo stove, and then you've got the base where you would burn your twigs, and then Kettle itself, and that came with this bag to hold it all in. And then you've got a plate there, a trivety thing there, that you can either stand the base on that, or you can put that on the top and you can fry yourself a bacon sarnie while you're waiting for a brew. But you'd have to be quick, because the water really does not take long at all to burn in that, to come to a boil in that. and that came in at £100 when I bought that. And I bought that with some money that was left to me when my dad passed away, so that carries a little bit of sentimental value to me. I really enjoy using that in the woods, and what we'll do when we fire all these stoves up, we'll get some water on to boil, and I'm going to make myself a nice coffee and enjoy that in the woods, chilling out for a little while. And then last but not least, we've got this. This is more of a fire pit than a twig stove, but I thought I'd include it because it is a fantastic bit of kit, and it's made by a company called Winnerwell. And Winnerwell are a Chinese company, but don't let that put you off, because the build quality between that and that is just phenomenal. It really is a fantastic bit of kit. It's not the lightest, so if you're carrying that to a camp, you'd expect a little bit of discomfort carrying it because it is quite heavy. I forget the weight of it at the moment, but you've got a base stand, you've got the coal grate there, and that comes with them grill, and I got the carry bag as well, and it's all absolutely great quality. And this is a fantastic, I mean, that's something I plan on using on stealth camps. But yeah, and I will reiterate and say at the moment, if you plan on using any of these twig stoves, be careful in prolonged period of dry weather, because I wouldn't want to think, and none of us would want to start any wildfires. We all like to take responsibility and all that, hence why we use twig stoves a lot of the time. But yeah, what we'll do now, I think we'll get a burn in all of them, and we'll get a brew on for there. So I'll bring you back once we've got the fire lit. As you'll have seen from that little bit of footage, that we had a boil on the Kelly kettle, and the fire pit is burning really well. The firebox is starting to die out now, so we'll just rake about with them coals and let them burn down to ash. And let's have a little look over here at the gasifier stove. We push them twigs in. If you can see, it's more so this side. We are starting to get a secondary burn, but the idea behind that is for all around there to get a secondary burn on the gasifier stove. You see it's starting to burn out a little bit now. This cheap one from eBay, Temu, Amazon, that burnt really well as well. For the money, that is a great bit of kit. And for the little DIY one, also burnt really well. As a selection of little twig stoves, I think they're all absolutely fantastic. They are really good, and I think this one will be perfect on stealth camps if you want to have a little fire, or a decent sized fire, and leave no trace, especially in the colder months. I think that will be a perfect bit of kit. But yeah, I think for the time being, what I'm going to do is use that hot water and make a nice coffee. Right, I'm just going to sit back here, enjoy this coffee, and allow those twig stoves to cool. Please leave in the comments what twig stoves you use. Like I say, I've just shown you the ones I have, and I know you can get like the Bushbox XL and stuff like that. It looks a pretty decent bit of kit as well, and I've been tempted many occasions to purchase that one. But yeah, leave a comment, let me know what twig stoves you use. Overall, I'm quite happy with the ones I've got. Especially the Firebox Stove, the Kelly kettle, and the Winnerwell. They, I would say, are my favourites, but there's nothing at all wrong with the DIY one, or for the price, the cheap one from eBay. I bought from eBay. The Gasifier one, I wouldn't say I'm a greatest fan, It does the job. I suppose if you can get smaller twigs, keep them nice and dry and get them packed round at the bottom, possibly wood pellets. I know people have used wood pellets on them. You might get a more efficient burn. But yeah, I think I'm quite happy. As you've seen from the Winnerwell fire pit, I think that it'll be perfect on those stealthier camps where you want a fire but you don't want to leave a trace, but you want a bigger fire for cooking on and keeping warm. And maybe if it's in, like I said, in the colder months. Let me know in the comments what you think on that as well. It'd be good to hear people's opinion. But yeah, for the time being, I'm just gonna kick back and just enjoy a little bit of time out to myself and enjoy this coffee. It's really nice coffee, this. But yeah, so I'd just like to say thanks for watching. If you're new around here, please hit that subscribe button. Please give the video a thumbs up because it would help massively. And as always, stay safe. We'll see you on the next one. Next week I'm hoping to be back out with my wife Claire doing a camp over here. So fingers crossed that goes to plan. Okay then, now, bye for now. Take care and we'll see you all on the next one.